Hi there, Alec from VacuumSpot.com.au here. I'm just going to do a quickish video on a DC05. I'm going to show you how to take your cord retract out, pop a new one in. Okay, so I'll start. You just get rid of the basic stuff like your bagless chamber, take off your filter cover, remove your exhaust filter, inlet filter. Take a little bit of the cord retract out so that you get better access to that door, and then the wheels come off. It is a little bit of brute force. Okay, it's just sliding in between the wheel and the body and just pop it off like that. Okay, and then we grab a number 15 Torx screwdriver. First screw here. I put my screws in the wheel, that way they don't get lost and I can see them easily. Okay, there are two screws, one over each side of the wheel hub. Not sure if that made sense. There are two screws per side over the wheel hub. Now normally a cord retract will need replacing due to a break in the cord somewhere. So your machine might cut in and out when you're moving it along, when you're just normally vacuuming. But you'll want to test it with a multimeter first, which I'll do in a second. So now the lid just comes off, moves to one side, and now we've got a good clear access to our cord retract. Unplug that and I'll grab this multimeter. Now look, in actual fact this is a new cord reel, so this is going to measure just fine, but for the sake of the video let's have a look. What should happen, okay, grab one of your connectors. Now what we're wanting to see here is a 0. If it's working properly, which is 0 resistance, which is going to be just right on this one. But if you're doing a repair and you get this doesn't change, so it'll stay at 1, that basically means that you've got a fault somewhere in here, and so it needs to be swapped out. Very easy to remove, it just literally lifts out. The only tricky part is getting this little guide, I think it's called, guide out, so that the actual plug can come out. So now that's put to one side, we're just going to put it straight back in. So first thing we'll do is put our guide back in. Now what we're doing, see how we've got the grooves here and there, they're going to end up, you've just got to pretty much push it into place. Now the next part, the cords go onto the pointing towards the motor. This circular bit is going to sit in our little axle shaft here, and the tongue, like this jutting out part, is going to go into the groove that's right here. Okay, so I'm just going to set that in place. Now when this is right, it will sit down just, there we go. So this is going to be raised. This is going to sit without any gap inside there. Okay, so from this point, connectors together, so blue with blue, brown with brown, and this just sits over like that. Tuck your cords out of the way here. Okay, it's pretty easy to leave the cord outside, and even though the lid could close, it's likely to cut the cord. So this cover back on and that clicks into place. Not perfectly on this side, however. So this is good here. This side we've got a problem. What I'm going to do is just have a look, and here's our issue. This has just shifted up a little bit. So I'm just going to roll that around. I suspect this will fit on good. No. This is a bit of a problem with this particular model, that it sometimes may not sit kindly for me. This is just a matter of just jiggling it just that little bit, just to get the right amount of movement so that we can sit him in there. And it can be a case of needing to do it a couple of times. First time I did this, I've got to be honest, I think I would have done it easily 10 times to get it to sit. Now I'm somewhat confused because I've done this 100 times. Like literally I would have replaced 100 motors on these. Okay, that felt nice. Good score. Okay, you know what? I don't think I did anything significantly different then, but it's just having that retract just sitting just so that it does sit down nice and flush. Okay, screws back in. The other side. Okay, now the filter, we were doing a video before and this filter just flew off somewhere, so, oh there it is, there it is. Filter in, down, wheels on, they just push on nice and easy. Move that out of the way again to get the best access. We just literally push that into place. Chamber back on, and the final test. Perfect result. Okay, another simple video from Alec at VacuumSpot.